Hey guys, I'm Lisa Tedder, and you are also known as Tedder Bear Stamping. Thank you for coming. And if you're new, I really appreciate you coming and trying me out. I hope that you like what you see and that you'll come back. If you guys wouldn't mind liking and sharing my video, I'm trying to get my numbers up. I would really appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and flip you around so that we can start stamping. Thanks. Well, let's see. There we go. Okay, so, and you can see some of my stuff here. All right, so we're going to start off making a reflections card. And hey, Valerie and Linda. Hey, Linda. We are going to, there's hardly any layers to this one, but we're going to go ahead and fold this and get ready. It's the everything's on my blog. Sorry, I'm a little rattled today. We had our beehive swarm again, so I was outside helping with that, but we have somebody and we got it all under control. So we're going to go ahead and start with white, and we are going to, hey Lola, hi Pat, hey Mary, oh you guys are so nice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start by stamping. We're using the Rhino Ready. Here it is. And the dies are awesome. So last week I showed you how to make trees and make this into like lightning. So if you missed that, go back and check. So we're going to go ahead and stamp him with Memento. And he's going to be somewhat towards the top. And he's got a cute little friend on his back. Isn't that cute? Okay, then we're going to come in with our silicone mat. And I'm going to stamp him again on the silicone mat. We're going to bring this in and we're going to flip the mat upside down. And I'm kind of resting this part down so I can see where, oh, that didn't work. Hold on. He's got to go the other way. Oh, this way. Ha! Upside down. Yes, I said upside down. You're going to hold the mat and you're going to try to line up the feet, but not too close because I want to put some grass in between. And then you're just going to kind of tap this with your hands to try to get it to go. Hey, Dottie. Thanks. I love this guy. All right. So let's see if that worked. It did. Okay. So this is the reflection. And I got a little black there, but we're going to try to hide that after a bit with the grass or something. So then we're going to come in with my tape, which you guys know, this is what I love. Hold on, let me get it to where you can see it. The Post-it removable label tape. Got this big thing on it. It is my go-to all the time. So I'm going to line this up and put it right at his feet here. Let's see if I can go all the way across. I want it to go right below his feet. Okay, and then silly is that we're going to go ahead and tape it again at the bottom of his feet here, or at the end of his feet. Okay, so that's not much room for grass, but it's going to look good once we're done, I promise. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just take my blender pen and just go along the edge just to give me a baseline of where I'm going to go. Then I'm going to fill it in with my lighter. Whoop, I went the brush end, which I hardly ever use. So I got the cats out of the room, but now they're asking to come back in. We like being there. but I was afraid they'd be meowing at the door if I didn't. All right, so I'm just going to take off the top part, and then I'm going to come in with the dark, and with the bullet tip, I'm just going to go ahead and just do squigglies along this line. And then we'll come in with the, and I'm going to go up to meet his feet, and in between, there we go, just squiggly, so it doesn't look so straight, because grass is not straight. Then I'm going to come back in and just lighten between, so that it's not quite, not lighten, but blend. That's what the blends are for. Sorry if I'm shaking you. All right. So we got that. Then I stamped him onto my tape that you know I love, and we're going to cover him up. If I can get his whole thing here. There we go. Make sure his ears are there. And then I have, whoa, shoot. I have this very, very tiny bird, and I just went to pick him up and he fell. So, oh, here he is. Phew. Okay, so this very, very tiny bird, I had to cut him out separate because he was not gonna, like the feet, we don't need to worry about. So now we have him on there. We're gonna leave this here, and I'm gonna go ahead because I got to where I had a little bit open right there. We're gonna come in with the Pacific Point with my brush. The bird, he did fly away, but I caught him. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my brush and then come in. And I'm going to try not to go all the way down to the grass, but I do want to get it behind, like close to it. And we want it kind of dark because I want it to be like the night is setting. And I'm going to add some stars. So we're going to go ahead and just keep adding until I'm happy with how much I've got. So now if you want the PDF for this, I have it on my, for my newsletter people. So if you have not signed up for my newsletter yet, you might want to go do that, because every, I'd say 10 days, 7 to 10 days, I send out a newsletter with the PDFs that I've done for between the two. So, all right, I think that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and take off our masks and have them come out. And hopefully this time, because I cut a hole between his ears because they have a little flap there, that I got it in the right spot. I did. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, when I made my sample, which you can see out on my, well, on the front of this card, is that I colored him in light gray. I'm going to do this one in dark because I want to do the bottom in gray, or the lighter gray, because it's really hard to see that he's gray once you get the water in. So we're just going to make him all dark. And I'm sorry that this is going to take a minute. There's no blending. It's all just one color. Thank you again for being here. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you coming. I really do enjoy my lives, but I'm trying to do a live every other week, and then in between I'm doing a taped one. So make sure you check every week around Thursday to see what I've put out, because unless I'm traveling, I do it every week. I know I'm like scribbling. We'll see how it all comes out once I get it all covered. So this might not look as good as my other one. I don't know because of this. I'm just trying it here and I'll show you the one at the end to see what you think. If I remember, you might want to remind me. Okay, so we got that. He's all nice and dark. I am going to color the bird in yellow because one of my people that came to a class colored him in yellow and it was so pretty. It just like, look at how he jumps off of there. Hi, Hinda. Thank you. All right, so now I have to cover him back up again because I don't want to get any stars on him or the bird. So we're going to cover him back up. This is why masks are good and to always kind of keep them inside your stamp case so that you can cover them up if need be. All right, this tiny little bird, don't fly away again. All right. There. Okay. Now we also need to cover up the grass. So I'm going to go ahead and take this part off and cover up the grass because I don't want any white parts on the grass. That would look silly. Okay. So you come in with your water painter. Squeeze out a little bit of water and hold on, I have a block here. We're going to go ahead and squeeze some white gel, or not white gel, white craft ink. That's what it's called, onto this block. And then because my water painter is a little bit wet, we can do this and mix it in there a little bit. Load up your brush. And then you're going to tap it. Well, okay, it might have been too dry. Hold on, let's add a little bit of water. It's got to be enough to where, or thin enough to where it'll come off your brush. All right, now watch. There we go. I knew that would work. Let's see if you can see. I've got it taped to my paper. See? Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Okay, so I'm going to move these around over so I don't have them. Put my water painter aside. Just had to clean it off a little bit so it doesn't stick on there. And I'm going to go ahead and take off the masks again. Now you could have done this before you colored him and that would have been fine. The only thing is that I worry about if I'm working at the top there, how long it takes to dry. All right. And I don't want to smudge my stars because that would not look good. So we're going to go ahead and take that off and then this one off. Okay, so now we're on to the water. And I'm going to go ahead and color him with the light. And hopefully this is going to look good. I don't know. This is how it's done when you're practicing and a lot of things like end up in the trash. As Pat can attest, she always says, oh, that looks good. And then I'm like, nope, don't like it. So it's got to meet my standards for me to be able to keep it. But since I'm doing this live, it's going to have to work because otherwise we're going to be sitting here saying, oh, that's not good. So hopefully this will work. So give me a little prayer. This is where I should be playing music, huh? Kind of get it to where you guys are entertained while I'm coloring. Okay, hopefully this isn't going to look silly. Thanks, Linda. You always have my back. All right, let me get a lighter because this is the dark daffodil. I want to get the light for the bird in the water. Just so he's not quite so dark. This is supposed to be a reflection. All right, now we are going to go ahead and go back over the bottom part with the brush. But this time I'm just going to go back and forth to kind of make it look. You can see the streaks a little bit. That's what I want. I'm going to make it a little bit darker so that it looks like a reflection, hopefully. Okay. Somewhat. We'll see when it's done. All right. And then because I have such a hard time finding white gel pens at work, I went out and bought the whiteout pen. So you shake it up, you squeeze it, and you push down at the same time. I know it's like walking and chewing bubble gum. And most of the time I have to pull off what I used before because it doesn't want to go. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to kind of go like this back and forth and try not to touch it too much to the card because then it kind of jumps and it looks more sporadic and water-like. Okay, so does that make it look more like water? I love how that came out. All right, we have one thing left to do. I'm going to put this aside. And one thing for the front, that is. Whoops, just dropped my phone. Okay, I need this. And we're going to use the stamp set that is in this set. And it says, hello, friend. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see, I'm going to do it on this side, close. Well, that's way at the bottom. Let's try to get it in the middle. Sorry. That did not go anywhere close to the middle. So I'm going to trim this just because I don't like that it's so at the bottom. That's so funny that I tried twice and it got the same spot twice. All right. Good thing I always have my trimmer on hand. All right, then I'm going to come in with my scissors. Thank you, Lola. I miss you. Okay, so I'm going to trim that. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back. I'm going to use minis because they don't seem wide enough for the regulars. So we're just going to put some minis on here. And of course, I use black just because that's what I got. I love the black ones. And let's bring back in my card. Everything hopefully will be dry. And we're going to go ahead. Well, one thing I forgot to do, and I've already taken this off. So we're going to do it. I just want to get a little bit, and I'm getting it on my hands. A little bit on there so it's not so stark. There, that worked out not too bad. And I'm going to put him down here. There we go. Now that's going to go on a piece of black. And hopefully, let me see if any of it looks still really wet. A little bit. So I'm going to do where I'm just going to, it's close to all the edges here. So I'm just going to put this on and then put this on. So adding the water really kind of helped with the water waves, you know, the movement in the water really kind of helped make it look more underwater, don't you think? Yeah, it's blue, see? All right, and then this is going to go on here. And now I think I can turn it over. So we're just going to not move it too much while I have it over, just in case. And put this in here. There we go. So make sure you guys stay till the very end because I do a drawing. I forgot to say that at the beginning. And if you see the drawing, like if your name is in the drawing, if you leave a comment, your name automatically gets put in there. So you don't want to miss out on making a comment because then you might not get in the drawing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move this back because I'm going to put in the grass. And I am using the mossy meadow. I don't want it to be all the way up, so I'm just going to do it part way. Okay. Thanks, Dottie. You might win it. You never know. Okay, then we're going to do Hope Your Birthday is Wild. Love that saying. And we'll put that on the inside. Oh, thanks, Hinda. You can go ahead. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter yet, make sure you do, and I'll send you the PDF, and I'd love to see what you make. Okay. You guys make my day when you tell me that you like it. Oops. All right, come on. There we go. Whoop, nope. Come up. There we go. I say there we go, and then I mess up. Oh, and then look what I did. I got green on there. Shoot. Well, let's do the blue and just fill that in. You guys can go ahead. There. Oh, I kind of like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that on the inside, and then we'll move on to card 2. I know this looks difficult, but it really isn't if you have that silicone mat, and it really helps because it's great for doing glue. If you have small items, you just squeeze your glue on there, and it just comes right off. But look at how beautiful that yellow bird is. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so one thing you could also do for your envelope is, let's see, what do I want to do? I don't have, I'm going to go ahead and just stamp him coming into the card. That sounds good. Just part of him. Let me get my sheet back here. Got to have a pretty envelope to go with it. There we go. Now people are going to know what it's about. So we have those two, and you can color it if you want. I would recommend putting a piece of paper inside so that it doesn't bleed through to the back, but it should be good. All right, so now the next one. This one has very vanilla in it. That's funny, Hinda, sorry. I'm sure some people call you Hindi, huh? But yeah, that is funny. It does take a while sometimes, but I try not to have it take too long, but it all depends on how busy I am. Oh, this is so dirty. All right, we're going to go with that way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp. We're using the Heron Habitat. Now, I can tell you, I am almost positive, 99% that this is going away. Makes me very sad because I really love this. That's why I decided to use it. The cattails, I remember as a child going to the lake that our family had in Michigan. We had cattail, I loved it, loved it. But all the dyes are sold out and they're not replacing them. So that's why I think it's going to be going away for good. So sad. But the card I'm making today doesn't use any dyes, so I figured that you'd still want to see it. So hopefully you do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use Memento on the heron because it kind of comes out looking gray when we're all done. And he can't go all the way to the bottom because we have to do something. Surprise! Oh, he's so pretty. All right, so what I'm going to do just to make it look like I colored the whole thing, which I did not. Do you know what I did, you guys? One of these, oh, I think it's okay because it has the light lid, so that means this must be light. They mislabeled it. All right, so I'm just going to go around this just to kind of outline it a little bit. It kind of adds a little. And I'm going to color in, let's color in where we've already got it. Just to make it a little bit darker so the colors really play together. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the color lifter. And I don't know that you've ever done this before, but if you go along a line just on the I want to say outskirts. I don't know if that's the right word. Just towards the edge, away from the other edge, and just kind of color over it. It kind of makes it blend a little bit more so it looks not so stark of a line. This is really great too if you're doing an outline of like how you can give them an edge to make it look shadowed. That's what this would be good for. All right. Do you notice how that really kind of makes it look better? Look. See how his neck just looks so soft? That's what I was looking for. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my tape again. I'm going to use different tape because I do not want to get any blue on this because that would be bad. I'm going to flip over my page that I was using because I don't want the blue to get off, but I can use the back side. So we're going to do that. Okay. I want it to be straight on the lines because I want to make sure that I line it up so the water is straight. Oh, you know what? Either I cut this paper bad or I didn't have it straight. There we go. I didn't have it straight. Whoops. Which I could have cut it bad, but so we're gonna, that's not the case this time. Sorry, I do that all the time. I start a sentence and then I get busy and then I have to finish it. All right, so we have it like that. Let me move this, come in with my other blending brush. I am using, surprise, early espresso, which is a little different. And it's very dark. So once you get this, take a lot of it off onto your side. And then you're going to just come. I'm just going on the bottom. And you know what? Hold on. We're going to do it the opposite way because I need it that way. Hold on. You want to cover up the bottom and then go across the bottom. Just so that it is darker. Now we could take this off and fill in this part with the lighter. And then we're going to get more onto the brush and come around. And I'm sorry if this shakes you. kind of get you right here. If you think about it, if I'm shaking you, it's like you're right here with me. All right. I just really like it dark along the edges. And then I'm going to do a little bit more down here just so it looks right. All right. Okay. Then we're going to come in with the cattails, which you know I love. And we're just going to add them in here. Let's see. And then it's been stamped off a little bit. I want it to go so that it looks like it's in the behind. Okay. Then I'm going to, let me close this, add some of the white from this again, and hopefully it hasn't dried. There we go. But this time I just want to do it not on top of the cattails. So, come on. Nope, I got it going and then it stopped. Okay. Oh, I'm not pushing hard enough. But you know what? No other gel pen would be this bright. So you definitely want to look into this because I really like having it be light or really dark. That's why I got this. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside to make sure that that whiteout pen dries. I'm going to come in with my base that I'm going to use for the front. Let me double check that I've got the right size. No, it's a good thing I looked. Because I have, for the first time, I've got 2 different sizes of the same color, and I don't like it if I use the wrong one. All right, so we're going to do something a little different. This is the Simply Scored. We're going to bring in, oh, it's right here, my thing, scoring thing that comes with this. You're going to start at the 1/4 inch. I know I think on my directions I said start at the half, but I think the 1/4 is what I needed to. And you're going to go every 1/8 inch 3 times. This just makes it have a pretty border. Whoops. There we go. And then we'll flip it and we'll do the same thing. Just so that they overcross each other. And hopefully you don't make a mistake and go off. All right, so that's how it looks. Isn't that pretty? Okay. All right. Let's see. I think this might be dry. Looks dry. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put that onto a early espresso. Now you could, there are birds in this set. I'm pretty sure you could put some in there, but I wanted all the attention to be on the heron. So that's why I just did that. But isn't he pretty? So you're going to go ahead and put this on here. Doesn't that make it pop? Thanks, Linda. I like it too. Oh, Valerie, great minds, huh? I love doing different things with the borders. All right, so we're going to like try to get the same border. Does that look straight? No. Never fails when you push it down for good. That's when you realize it's not straight. That looks better. All right. And then we're going to put that onto a piece of crumb cake. So this one does have more layers. Okay. And then it's going to go on our base, which is early espresso. And as you can tell, I've used this piece already, but it was still good on one side, so I figured I would use it. Always want to save. All right, let's see. There. Isn't that pretty? I love this. Thanks, I love it too. All right, so then we're going to move to the inside. And that is going to use, let's see, another vanilla. It is a different size, but it's the same size as the one on the front. So we're going to do that, and we're going to stamp him again because he just looks so good. So I'm excited to see who wins these cards. All right, we're going to put him down here just because he looks so pretty. We're going to bring in some of this. Hope it's under here. Just so he has something near him. And then I'm going to offset a little bit. Oh, that's good. I like it. Okay. Then we're going to do your In My Thoughts today. Happy birthday. But we're going to stamp it with Cajun Craze. Now, Cajun Craze is not one of my favorite cards or ink pads, but I seem to use it more on cards like this. Okay, so I'm doing You're In My Thoughts today, and then Happy Birthday. And I'm going to stand up. Oh, hopefully get it straight. Perfect. Okay. Then, because the front is the same way, we're going to go ahead and put him here and do the edges so that it just matches. I didn't even get any more ink on here. That's how much was left on the brush. But that really makes it look a little bit. Thanks, Linda. You know I love you. Okay, we're going to layer that onto the Cajun Craze. And then put that on the inside. Well, and then we're done. As much as I thought that this would take much longer, it didn't do too bad. Okay. All right, so Pat, you can go ahead and do the drawing. I'm going to turn my camera around so that I can talk to you. Though I'll have to be looking over at the computer to see who won. So, oh, you know what I forgot? Hold on. I have one thing left. Sorry. On the front, it says enjoy your day. So let's do that because I forgot that part. Pat, you can still go and do your thing and let me finish this and then we will go from there. Let's see if I can get this in the middle. Oh, not too bad. But I left it long on purpose so that I could put it through the Happy Labels. Pick your punch. That's it. And you put it in whichever side you want. One's a small scallop. Let's see if I can get you to see it. I got to get the light just right. There's that one that's more like a ticket, and then this one's more scalloped. I'm just going to do the scalloped one because it's too small. Come on. He doesn't even want to go. All right. And just slide them in, and you can see it right here. And I'm going to do a few because I don't think it was that close. But this is why I made it longer. All right, so we got that. And then I will find my scissors and trim that. Valerie and Hinda, yay! So Valerie, you'll have to let me know which one you want. Hinda, I will need your mailing address. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the front and we will be set. I just really love doing cards like this. This is like my forte. And I'm getting my hand dirty again, but I have to have it not be so bright. Okay, so we're going to put it right. Let's put it up here. Enjoy your day. Okay, yay. All right, I'm going to move you around. Oh, I have to loosen you first. There we go. Thank you so much for coming. So I need the two that won. Yes, that's right. I need the two that won to let me know which one you want, and also your mailing address. Valerie, I already got yours. Hinda, I need yours. Just email it to tedderbearstamping@gmail.com. And I hope you guys come back next week. Thank you so much for coming and for liking and sharing my video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I just have to look over there to stop it. All right. Thanks.